Hey guys, I am doing the gray hair tag today. I wanted to show you a little bit of my hair. It's up in a bun today. I'm about 8.5 months right now. So you can kind of see, it's a little bit sunny today, so it's a little bit easier to see the gray hair. But, so the first question, sorry, I'm like looking, it's my computer. It's how old were you when you started going gray? The first time I noticed a gray hair, I was 16, but I had started highlighting my hair when I was 14 and started dyeing it at 16, but I saw my very first gray hair at 16. I want to say I had been continuing to like dye it since then regularly, and I want to say I didn't really notice a significant change in my hair color until maybe 5 years ago, when I was about 35 years old, is when I started to like see roots enough to where I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to dye it because it's a different color. But I saw my first one when I was 16. Second question is, how old were you when you decided to transition? Well, if you've been like watching my channel, I've tried off and on. I want to say for the past few years, I've started and stopped and started and stopped and got sort of discouraged and tried different ways that I didn't like. But up until 8.5 months ago, I hadn't gotten past the 6-month mark before going to dye my hair again. But I think I started to recognize that I wanted to grow out my natural hair color maybe about, might have been 3 years ago is when I said, you know, I want to stop dyeing it. But I haven't been consistent with it until just recently. Third question. Did you go to a hairdresser to help with transitioning, or did you just go cold turkey? I never went to a hairdresser. I don't generally go to hairdressers. I don't trust people to cut my hair. I had a hairdresser dye my hair. One time there's a video on that. I'll try to link that below on what happened when I went to get my hair dyed. But I tend not to trust them just because in the past, when I was younger, I haven't had good experiences. Not to say there aren't good hairdressers out there that know what they're doing. There are, but I just haven't had good experiences. So I cut my own hair, and in the past I had dyed my own hair for the longest time. But I had tried lightening it and growing it out, and I didn't like the way it looked. And it actually looks better for me, on me, to have it dark and just grow out the color. So I have gone cold turkey for the past 8.5 months. Question number 4 is, what was the reaction of your friends and family? Some of my family thought that I was too young. I would hear, "You're too young to to start doing that." And a lot of my friends liked it. They thought it was really cool. They liked the hair color. Thought it was actually kind of rock and roll. So to grow it out, thought it was a good look. So I didn't really get any negative comments, just people thinking that I was too young to do it. But then yet, you know, I just came back from a Disney vacation where I had a birthday button that said I was celebrating my 40th birthday. And everybody I ran into was just shocked that I was 40 years old. They were like, "What? No? Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Do you not see all the white hair?" But, you know, I guess a lot of people don't associate hair color with age most of the time. You know, there's a lot of young women that dye their hair gray, so it's not, I don't think everyone always makes that connection. Oh, you have gray hair, you must be older. And it's not always an age thing. You know, it's a genetic thing for a lot of people. A lot of people go gray in their 20s, so it's not always about old age. So number 5, favorite thing about being gray. My favorite thing about being gray, I want to say it's just easier. I don't know, I like the way it looks. It's kind of like having natural highlights in my hair. I think it's more flattering on me than when I dye my hair right now, because I have so much. Before, when I started out, it was sporadic and a little bit, and I thought it looked kind of off for my complexion. But now it's just, it feels like a good hair color. I think it's complimentary, and you know, I don't have to think about trying to fix my hair all the time and dyeing it every 2 weeks. So I think that's probably my favorite part. Least favorite thing about being gray, I would say right now, because I'm still transitioning, is having the 2 different hair colors. I don't have a problem with just being gray, but I think the transition part is probably still waiting that whole part out is probably my least favorite part. Number 7 is, do you receive a lot of criticism? And if so, how you deal with it? I do not receive any criticism at all. I don't think I have from anyone other than just, "Oh, you're too young to be, you know, going gray." But that's about it. So I haven't had to deal with it. I haven't had any negative experiences with it that I've noticed. Number 8, what is your favorite compliment that you have received about your hair? That is a good question. Probably that they like the color, or that they think it's pretty. I haven't had any, sorry, I got a message. I haven't had any specific things other than, you know, my hair looks really nice, it's really pretty, like the color. I think maybe more of that will happen when my hair isn't 2 different colors, because people can kind of see I'm going through a process right now. Let's see. Number 9 is, what is your biggest piece of advice to anyone looking to start the process? I would say maybe try to find somebody that is that has your hair type, that's your complexion, and even maybe your hair color on YouTube, and sort of see what they did, and if you like what they did, maybe you could try that, because I know that it can be hard. You know, someone that has blonde hair that transitions may have an easier time. It may blend a little bit better than someone that has really, really dark hair like me, versus someone that has already cool tones in their their complexion. It's going to complement them better than someone that has warm tones in their hair and in their complexion. So, you know, for each person, it's different. You have to figure out what's right for you. Some people do best going cold turkey. Some people do best getting highlights going to a salon. Some people prefer to cut off their hair and just start fresh and just be done with it. Other people want to keep their hair long and make it a process that lasts for years and years. So you have to sort of figure out what works best for you. So I would maybe try to watch different people's videos, try to find someone that has a similar hair type that you do, so you can sort of anticipate things that you might have to deal with. Finding someone that has the same complexion as you, hair color, things like that. Number 10, who is your gray hair idol? I hadn't even thought about that. I don't think that I have one in particular, but there are like a lot of women on Instagram and on YouTube that I watch and follow, usually women that have hair type like mine, that have curly hair, that are mixed. Women like that are on YouTube are the women that I like to watch and follow and see what they're doing, because they look similar to me and their hair is similar to mine. So I would just say like all of those different women. I can't think of like one in particular. I'll maybe list some names below of the people that I like to follow that have similar hair type. Not exactly, some of them have curlier hair or wavy hair. But those are the women that I like to watch and follow and see what they did. So that is it for my gray hair tag. I will see you guys in the new year.